kind of an impromptu video here. I'm just going to be walking around and talking. But I have my journal with me, and I've been looking through it just a little bit. It's funny how I used to write in cursive and now I write in print and all that. But the real kicker here is like what I wrote down prior, what I used to write. I was in great turmoil, and the little things that I did that helped me like cope are incredible to see. Firstly, yeah, there's a lot of patterns I was never able to overcome. A lot of things I said I do that I never did. But there are other things that I did, and then I wrote about them in the book that are really cool. For instance, this one thing I did was walk around, literally pace up and down, like I'm doing right now, right? You pace up and down, and you talk to yourself like you do a loving friend. I just masturbated. I just came. What the hell? What the hell, Adrian? It's okay. It's okay. You did that. Now we have to go back and do some work. But I just masturbated. I know. But you'll get better with time. You still deserve to be happy. That's what I tell myself. That should work. Like that was wonderful. Imagine that. That's such a cool thing to do. Okay, that's like a little thing I found in this book. I also found something here, right? Back in the day when I first started this thing, I had this book for 10 years, and only after 6 of those years did I start writing in it. But when I started, I was like, hey, live for fun, not the promise of it. That's such a cool quote, bro. I wrote that as a 14-year-old. I'm so fucking happy for myself, bro. Live for fun, not the promise of it. We all live because we think, hey, if we do this, we'll have fun. What if you just have fun while you do it instead, bro? Fuck. Anyway. Not to mention here, I was thinking, okay, how do I change the way I think about the world? How can I strategize? Legit. I used to just write about my day. Now, I don't write about my day. I write about like the way I think. I draw arrows, I point to things. I write like stories. I strategize. I write like bullet points. What am I going to do today? How am I going to get this right? What's the solution? What's the problem? What's the opportunity? That's what I do. And now I've seen in my day-to-day life, I do that as well. I walk around, and when I see something, I think about it. And I'm like, what a cool leaf this is, bro. I've done that before. Or I grab some seeds. I say, look at the nuts in my hand. No, sorry. When an issue comes up, let's say we're doing our experiment in the lab. I'm the guy that's like, okay, what's the next step? What are you doing next? I'm the guy who drives the thought. I'm the guy who drives the project to get done. And in my own life now, I can say, okay, what's the next step? What do I do? I'm looking at YouTube. I'm watching YouTube way too often. What do I do? Okay, how about I prime my environment? I set everything up before I go eat my dinner, because I watch YouTube while I eat dinner, and then I come back to my room and I keep watching. But if this is primed, I'll understand that, hey, I can just hop on and do my work, and it's fine. And that's what I do now. And I've never had to procrastinate again in my life. So that's what's up. That's what's fun, because I can strategize. I know what to do in order to fix my life. And it's all about the way you think. And I'm not saying positive thinking. I'm not saying you have to think positive thoughts all the time. That'll be great. If you're optimistic, you'll become a positive person. You'll experience life positively, and that'll rub off on other people, and you'll start a movement and shit. But that's not what I'm saying here. I'm saying you want to change your life. It starts with changing the way you think about life. I have a little guy who asked for help. He continuously procrastinates. He has like 7 different desires in life that he's pursuing. Modeling, piano, karate, okay, school, sports. Yeah, so cool. And he's actually pretty good in them. Won't lie, it's nice. But he's in constant turmoil, just like I was. He's constantly stressed and pressured. Constantly doesn't know what to do. Like, our brains are meant to focus on one thing entirely and just keep going. Like, I'm having so much fun making videos. And that's just what I do. That's fun, right? But because now I have to do work, it's not like schoolwork. It's splitting that fun. So here's that issue. But instead of figuring out, okay, what can I do to fix it? His brain thinks, I just have to do my best. That's literally, I asked him, okay, what's one thing you can do today that'll make you proud tomorrow? It's just a small thing. He's like, do my best, Adrian. It's hard to help these people. Like, he wants help. But how do I help someone who doesn't understand? He can't see it. I can't tell him what to do. I can't tell him to think a certain way. I have to guide his brain in order for him to figure it out for himself. I've tried to give him the advice of meditate, do this, do that. I've tried to pull him through it, but he needs to do it himself. And to get there, to be at a point where you're ready to do it yourself, you need to think for yourself, strategize, find the opportunities and the problems you have, figure out what you can do, one step at a time. Bro. And the reason I started this off with my journal is because, hey, that's what I did, bro. I figured it out one step at a time. I look back at this thing, grade 8, when I was 14, cursively, I was writing in cursive, and then the same year I started writing in print, and it was so ugly because it's like a mix between cursive and print. I talked about everything I did, all of that, and then I started YouTube video ideas. Yeah. I started figuring out what I have to do. I did depression and anxiety scores. Everything I learned about in my YouTube videos, I put it down. Okay? I shaped my mind. And it's crazy to see. This is like a passive skill that I learned. How to think. I learned how to think. I never even noticed that I did that. I thought journaling was just, journaling to figure life out. But once you've journaled, you can figure life out on your own, even without it. Oh well, that's my energy expended for this video. I hope you got something out of it. I just an impromptu little thing here. Just a little me saying, hey, before the sun goes down, let me tell you everything I did here in this journal. It's fun. Just my luck. I thought today would be a good day. It started off good. Then people tell me I missed academic detention. Oh yeah, this is when I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I was just a little depressed. Those are the first words I wrote in my journal. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow, bro. I'll see you. Actually, I'm just gonna make more videos. I'm sorry. I've been trying to work on school, on university for so long that I started to procrastinate. I started to be lazy. I started watching videos while doing the work because I don't enjoy it. But this, I enjoy it. So I'm going to do well. I'm just going to keep doing it until I fucking faint. Okay? Bye-bye.